That is not it. These are rational businesses and companies, rational entities. They are in business to make profit. They have over the years been calling for government to introduce something like this to enhance their capacity and their competitiveness, to reduce their cost and all that. So they are happy to embrace it. And that is why already some of them are endorsing the policy, saying that it's a game changer and all that. So it's voluntary because you have to apply, and we need to put in place the right measures to ensure that you qualify, and if you qualify, even to comply with a governing law for the policy and all that, because you cannot employ the same set of people and get them to work 24/7. That would be against the law. The law will ensure that people don't work beyond 8 hours. And if for some reason they have to work beyond 8 hours, those conditions will be clearly spelled out in the law. And the overtime you must pay them will be clearly spelled out in the law. And that overtime will be so high that you wouldn't want to abuse the system by just employing a few people, for more than 8 hours, and all that. So all these things are things we have carefully thought about. And finally, those who say that, it is already being done in Ghana. That is not true. As we speak, you can talk about some businesses and companies who operate in the night or even operate 24/7 on their own without any deliberate policy intervention by the government to support them. So when we talk about our 24-hour economy, like Mr. Price said yesterday, it's not a night economy, and it is not a chance event where just people will just work in the night without any policy intervention from government. This will be the first time that Ghana will have a policy intervention in line with our 40-year development plan to support companies and businesses that operate 24/7 with cheaper power and reliable power, with tax intensive, with financing support, with security support, and so on. This will be the first of its kind. Okay. So it does not exist. Okay. And finally, this is my last finally. For those who say that the policy it will be difficult because of the issue of demand, the market. We need to think about the market, demand and all that. Look, when I hear some of these things, I laugh. Because I ask myself, what demand are you talking about here? You are an economy that imports over 90% of the things you consume. Go and look at the top 10 items we import in this country and tell me whether we don't have the capacity to produce these things. The problem is not about the demand. The demand is already there. That is why day in, day out, businesses import these things into the country. They get finished, they go again and import. They go again and import, and people are buying on a daily basis. The demand is there. The reason is that our businesses are not able to be competitive. They are not able to operate at a competitive cost and produce at a good comparative cost. So in competition with the cheaper imports, they lose out, even in the domestic market. And they have no chance of success even in the export market. Whether you are looking at the WTO market or the AFTA market, they are not able because the cost of production is too much. So if the cost of doing business can be reduced and businesses in Ghana can produce at a comparative cost, the existing demand for rice, the existing demand for sugar, the existing demand for tin tomato, the existing demand for toothpaste, the existing demand for refrigerators, for microwaves will absorb what they produce. Right. That is it. And that is what the 24-hour economy is all about. This is something Sydney is doing, London is doing it, UK is doing it, America is doing it, even in Africa. Kenya is thinking of doing it. They've captured it in their Agenda 2030, even Kenya. Right. And so it is something we can do. It is very possible. The naysayers and the political Jeremiahs who don't have any policies can continue to ridicule it. But the young people who are yearning for decent, well-paying jobs know that this is hope for them. Right. And they can trust the honest, visionary nation builder, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, to deliver on this. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So the founder and leader of the